How you doing? I'm Marty McKenna from Phillips Chevy in Frankfort, and today we're going to talk about test drives with the customer. You know, a lot of times, obviously, you always want to test drive the customer due to the fact you want to give them a feeling of ownership when they're driving the vehicle, because that's going to help you make the sale on the vehicle. What I typically do is, after I show them the car, I'll get in, I'll have the customer get into the passenger side, and I'll go through some of the items with them on a limited basis. I will take off. I will start the test drive driving first, and we use a prescribed route. Whatever dealership you have a prescribed route at, make sure you try to stick to that. I will go through some of the features as I'm driving, give them a little performance demonstration, if you will, to show them how the car performs. And then about halfway into the test drive, I'll pull over and let the customer take the wheel. Now, the reason I do that is I can talk while I'm driving. A lot of times you don't want to talk when the customer is driving because, number one, they're concentrated on driving, and number two, you may distract them from getting comfortable behind the wheel of the vehicle. So typically what I'll do is once I'm done, we'll switch, and I'll have the passenger take over, or the customer take over, and then I pretty much let them drive and sort of look at their body language and see. I will ask a couple questions. How does it feel? Does it feel good? And try to get them to answer some yes questions, because that's what we all talk about, right? Get them to say yes. So once I'm about 3/4 away from the test drive, I start asking closing questions to see how they feel about the vehicle. Is it the right vehicle for them? Is the equipment right? Is this something they can visualize their own? And then once you get back to the dealership, you have a very good indication of how they feel about the vehicle. So remember, on your test drive, you start out, describe the features of the vehicle, show them a little performance. Remember, in your investigation now, prior to the test drive, you do some fact-finding to find out what's important to them. If the technological part of the vehicle is important to them, then you show them the MyLink system, things like that. But always start closing about 3/4 of the way down through your test drive. And then once you get back to your dealership, you'll have a good indication of whether or not you're going to sell that vehicle today. All right, so this is how I do the test drives here at Phillips Chevy. Try it out, it may work for you. Thanks.